ABC 10 News starts now with breaking news.
Breaking news, a woman is dead tonight after being shot in Barrio Logan. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kimberly Hunt.
And I'm Steve Atkinson. Officers have swarmed the scene. This is in the 2400 block of Harbor Drive. This is just south of the Coronado Bridge. Our ABC 10 News reporter Anthony Pura is there live where police are now trying to piece all of this together. Anthony.
Steve, Kimberly, there is a huge police presence here at the 2400 block of Harbor Drive. I can tell you that police appear to be focused on that building over there. You can see they have officers posted. There is a squad car out there and police tape around that building as well. So here's what we know so far. Police responded to this location earlier this evening. They say they found a woman that had been shot in the upper torso. She was taken to the hospital, and officers say that she has died. Again, this is very early in the investigation. We are still getting information coming in. This is a developing situation, and we will bring you more information as soon as it becomes available. We're reporting live tonight. Anthony Pura, ABC 10 News.
Anthony, thank you. In the meantime, protests continued for a third night around the country, including here in San Diego, after a grand jury said that no police officers would be charged in the death of Breonna Taylor. That was the scene in Louisville, Kentucky tonight. Kentucky's only black state lawmaker was arrested during that protest. Here in San Diego, marchers took to the streets of downtown once again. And in Escondido tonight, a vigil was held honoring Taylor. Police people say that what happened to Breonna Taylor should never happen again.
There needs to be more laws in place to keep this from happening to other people. It's just ridiculous that they can come in the middle of the night and do this to somebody.
And today, new body camera video was released by the attorney for Louisville Police Sergeant John Mattingly. It shows him getting help outside of Taylor's apartment after he was shot by Taylor's boyfriend, who thought police were intruders. The Attorney General maintains the officers announced themselves. Taylor's boyfriend claims that never happened. We have just also learned that 3 protesters were arrested tonight in downtown.
The Valley Fire is now 100% contained in the East County. National Park officials posted this map of the containment line. It revised the acreage to almost 16,400, mostly in the Cleveland National Forest. 30 homes and 31 other structures were destroyed. The cause is still unknown. The forest will remain closed to the public through at least September 30th due to fire conditions.
San Diego County will enter a fire weather watch before the weekend is over. Our meteorologist Angelica Campos joins us with a look at what's ahead. Angelica.
Hi, Steve. It is definitely going to be hot, dry, and windy as Santa Ana winds return. The shift will happen Sunday, so the weekend will start out pleasant, but it's going to end with Santa Ana winds. Already, much of the Bay Area is under a red flag warning. Here in San Diego, our fire weather watch will start at 5 a.m. on Monday until 5 o'clock in the afternoon. However, the heat is going to continue through most of next week, but the strongest winds will happen Sunday night into Monday. Wind gusts could reach speeds of up to 40 miles per hour, and it's those easterly winds as they downslope that they dry out the atmosphere, increasing or elevating fire danger. So we'll keep an eye on everything. I'll have the numbers of what to expect around the county, as many areas will be in the 90s and even triple digits.
We'll look forward to that update. Angelica, thank you.
A hotshot firefighter and San Diego native who died battling the Dorado Fire was remembered today. A memorial service was held in a San Bernardino church for the 39-year-old firefighter, Charles Morton. He was the squad boss for the Big Bear Hotshots. He was born in San Diego. Morton started his career with the Forest Service back in 2006. He died last week in the inferno sparked by a gender reveal party. And the fire has burned over 22,000 acres. It's 81% contained.
Now to our latest local coronavirus numbers. The county announced 405 new cases today. That brings our total to 46,000. 9 of those new cases were from San Diego State. There were also 2 new deaths, bringing that total to 775.
It was a rough couple of months, very, very rough months.
It's no secret restaurants have been struggling during the COVID-19 pandemic, but imagine getting ready to open your restaurant just as the pandemic was getting started. That's exactly what happened to one Chula Vista business. As our ABC 10 News reporter Laura Acevedo shows us, the restaurant is getting ready to open more than 6 months later.
The restaurant owner tells me he runs 7 other restaurants, but says none have ever given him this much trouble. Nearly 8 months after it was supposed to open, Hurricane Grill and Wings in East Chula Vista is just days away from its grand opening.
We were ready to open our doors and COVID-19 make us to stop.
The restaurant was supposed to open at the end of January, early February, when the COVID-19 pandemic stopped everything. It sat empty for months until now.
I just want to open and let everybody open the door, let people come and enjoy yourself.
Abu Sayed is the owner. After weeks of training, the restaurant opens Monday, opening at just 25% capacity indoors and with patio seating outside.
What we did, we just changed our seating capacity again. We put new training for the COVID-19.
Like so many other restaurant owners, Sayed says they were given a break on rent, but will owe it at the end of their lease. Sayed's staff is made up of 32 employees. 16 of them are full-time.
16 families that depending on me. And I'm praying to God that I don't fail myself and not fail them.
In August, the California Restaurant Association projected that close to 30% of restaurants in the state could close for good because of the pandemic. Sayed is hopeful he is not a part of that statistic.
I just want to open it. I just want to open it and let's see what God help us and we can be okay.
Laura Acevedo, ABC 10 News.
And as we first reported last week, business along the border is also struggling. According to the San Ysidro Chamber of Commerce, out of the 725 businesses in San Ysidro, 577 have completely closed.
4 students have tested positive for COVID-19 in the Del Mar Union School District. 2 of them at Sage Canyon Elementary School, 1 at Sycamore Ridge Elementary, and the other at Torrey Hills. The district says anyone who came into contact with those students are now quarantined for 14 days. Parents are also notified if a student was potentially exposed. Right now, the district says its caseload has been limited to 4 students.
Very happy to say that they are doing very well, and we have not had any other cases.
Students who have the virus will not be able to participate in any in-person or on-campus activities. A school nurse must clear any student who has tested positive before they can return.
The San Diego Loyal Soccer Club wants to forfeit a match after they say one of their players was called a racial slur during the game. This happened Wednesday against the LA Galaxy 2 during a match that ended in a tie. Today, the USL suspended LA defender Omar Ontiveros for a total of 7 games after he admitted to using the N-word against a San Diego player in the game. In a statement, the Loyal says, "We don't even want to recognize being a part of a match where these types of actions take place." The league is still deciding if they will allow the team, which is in a run for the playoffs, to forfeit.
Quite a statement. Today, Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg became the first woman to lie in state at the Capitol. Tomorrow, President Trump is expected to nominate federal judge Amy Coney Barrett to fill her Supreme Court seat. As ABC's Elizabeth Schulze reports, the move sets up what promises to be a bitter confirmation battle a little more than a month before the election.
Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg making history one last time today as the first woman and first person of Jewish faith to lie in state at the Capitol. In an intimate ceremony inside Statuary Hall, personal touches to honor the life of the iconic justice, her love of opera music, and her personal trainer of 20 years doing a push-up to say goodbye, a reminder of Justice Ginsburg's tenacity in a long fight with cancer.
Today we stand in sorrow, and tomorrow we, the people, must carry on Justice Ginsburg's legacy.
Republican and Democratic women in Congress lining the steps of the Capitol to pay their final respects, but the rare bipartisan moment unlikely to last. The president expected to announce his nominee to fill Justice Ginsburg's seat tomorrow, But ABC News confirming he is expected to pick Judge Amy Coney Barrett.
We're going to be naming the nominee. Hopefully we'll be on that court for 50 years, 5-0.
This despite a new ABC News Washington Post poll finding by a wide margin, most Americans say the winner of the election should fill the vacancy and a Senate vote should happen next year. With just 39 days until Election Day, President Trump continuing to question, without evidence, the integrity of the results and still not saying he will commit to a peaceful transfer of power.
We want to make sure the election is honest, and I'm not sure that it can be. I don't know that it can be.
Joe Biden, meanwhile, taking a pause from the campaign today, along with his running mate Kamala Harris, to attend the ceremony in honor of Justice Ginsburg. Justice Ginsburg will be laid to rest next week at Arlington National Cemetery next to her beloved husband, Marty Ginsburg. Elizabeth Schulze, ABC News, the Capitol.
The DA's office says a sexually violent predator from Humboldt County will no longer move to San Diego County. Joshua Cooley was convicted of assaulting two 12-year-old girls in separate cases. The state now says that it was not recommending moving Cooley to Palma Valley, but instead listed the area as a potential placement. This would have been the first time an out-of-county sexually violent predator was recommended for placement in San Diego County. The DA's office did not say what the state is planning for Cooley.